And back to you, our dear viewers, and to the participation of Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli at the BRICS Summit in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. On behalf of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, we are very much delighted to be joined over the phone by Dr. Gaafar, our economic expert, to shed more light on the Prime Minister's speech before the BRICS meeting. Dr. Gaafar, good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon to you, my dear.
Sir, earlier today, the Prime Minister addressed the BRICS Summit. What were the most important points that were tackled by the Prime Minister that he was talking during which on the economy of the developing countries in particular?
First of all, to join the BRICS was a very wise move and very beneficial as far as our Egyptian situation and the economy is concerned. The number of countries that are participating now in the BRICS is getting bigger and bigger, and maybe they will reach more than 20 or 25 very, very soon. But so far, at least 10 countries have one of them, Egypt, is almost officially joined. The idea is to provide, as far as the developing countries concerned, facilities, soft loans, I mean, all sorts of help to give a hand to the emerging economies to grow. This was something very important. And it applies not only to Egypt, but to other countries that are joining. This is number one. Number two, the idea of exchanging bilateral commerce using the local currencies, which relieves the pressure a little bit on the demand for the dollar. This, again, will help to improve or to make it better for the countries and will help in growing their economy. So again, this is one thing, this is important.
Yes,
there is a new development bank in Africa. They want to sort of give a push and increase the participation and the involvement of this bank to help the countries that need the financing and need and so on and so forth. So these are the main issues that were tackled, to my knowledge, in the address of the Prime Minister.
Yes. Sir, actually that summit is taking place while the world is witnessing many complex crises and many challenges. How do you see the timing of such a summit, and how the meeting of the BRICS developing countries could actually help in finding a way out of the repercussions from these very intense challenges in the world and in the Middle East region in particular?
Well, I mean, where all the conflicts and all the challenges that are taking place around the world definitely have a very negative impact on everybody. This is from one side. So whenever we can not avoid, but at least reduce the negative impact of such conflicts or such crises or such challenges even, is definitely much better for everybody. This is from one side. The other side is that we have been, for the last decades, under the monopoly, in my expression, of the West. I mean, the United States and Europe were dominating the trade everywhere and were representing the most powerful economic power everywhere. So now, with this grouping of practically 50 or 60% of the world population in this BRICS group, this will definitely face or provide a wall against the monopoly of the West, and will help particularly the growing countries, to develop positively and to lessen the repercussions of the world crises and the world challenges that are facing the world now.
Yes. Also, the Prime Minister in his speech talked about the challenges in the region due to the influx of the refugees, and that is, of course, due to the very alarming situation in the region, which is affecting as well the economy of Egypt and many of the developing countries. What's your take on that, sir?
Well, I mean, I'm interested in Egypt. I mean, we pray for developing countries to get better, of course, but what concerns us mainly is Egypt. And Egypt has been suffering. Egypt is the oasis of peace in the middle of a very, very huge turmoil happening all around it, from the east, from the west, from the south. And this, as you said, have created a situation where refugees are coming in from everywhere. And it has been our custom and it has been our habit and our tradition to welcome the incomers and treat them as our fellow citizens.
Of course.
So that is an advantage that is offered only by Egypt. But unfortunately, it represents a big weight on our economy. It is a burden we are happy to carry, but it is not easy. That is why we want to help one way or the other. Of course, the immigrants coming in and the people that are displaced from their countries and find a safe haven in Egypt, to find a way establish peace in their countries, to help them go back and lift a little bit the burden that is on us. Yes. Unfortunately. Yes. Of course, the illegal immigration as well to Europe is another problem, but Egypt, alhamdulillah, has managed to solve it, and nobody comes out from Egypt now.
Yes. Also, one of the topics that were discussed today also is the importance of the cooperation in the field of artificial intelligence. How do you see the cooperation, sir, between the BRICS countries in that very important and promising domain in particular?
In my humble opinion, again, artificial intelligence, as much as it represents a breakthrough in technology and what have you, but it certainly has a lot of disadvantages. So I think one has to tackle the subject of AI with very special care. It is not something that is all well and is all good. No, there are advantages and there are other disadvantages. So one has to try and deal with it in a very rational way, according to the interests of each country, and not to jump into it because it might be harmful sometimes. So this is a subject that everybody, I'm not talking about developing countries only, I'm talking about the whole world. This subject has to be very carefully studied, and before adoption, one has to see what we pick from it to help us and what we leave aside because it might be harmful to the one who is using it.
Yes. Also, one of the points that the Prime Minister did tackle in his speech was the importance of the private sector and the cooperation for the private sector and its involvement in the economies of the developing countries and the BRICS countries. How do you see the importance of such a point for the development of the economies?
Crucial, not important. It is imperative and crucial. there is no government on earth that can do everything. There is no government on earth that can bear the development on its own. The government can provide the infrastructure, can provide the mega projects, can pave the road for private sector to come in and take over. In normal circumstances, and by the way, this has been said by our president repeatedly, that the private sector has to share more than 70 or 75% of the economy. It's not happening until now, but steps have to be taken in this direction. And I think we are serious in considering that. This is the only way to develop quickly, is that to give the private sector its right to participate in the development of the country.
Yes.
So the government is preparing the road, and then we use it as private sector. It is important in Egypt, of course, and in all developing economies.
Sir, Egypt did join the BRICS in January 2024. How do you see the importance of such a move, and what indication did it give on the direction of our foreign policy?
First of all, since President Sisi came to office, he opened up on everybody. I mean, on the west, on the east, on the north, on the south, and he's keeping excellent relations with everybody, with very few exceptions, of course. But moving in the BRICS, I think it will have a very positive impact on our economy. We will not be under the pressure of the dollar as much as we were, and this will represent a big relief for our economy, and will give us a possibility to breathe a little bit, because we have suffered with our income in dollars. So now we have the possibility bilaterally to exchange commerce and with using our local currency. And then this is beneficial for both sides.
Yeah.
And as I said, will relieve the pressure that we have. And I think that the exchange rate of the Egyptian pounds will benefit from this. And we will all feel that we are now a little bit liberated from this monopoly that we have been in for a long time.
Yes. Sir, how do you see the importance of our participation in such a meeting for the BRICS, and how that is shaping our position among the global developing economies?
Well, I mean, Egypt has always been important. I mean, geographically,
yes.
It has a unique position. Politically, it has played a big role in the region and sometimes in the whole world. So the presence of Egypt in such grouping is very important. Egypt has a long experience. We have the longest history in the world. We, as much as we benefit from being there, also other countries, they benefit from our knowledge and our accumulated experience. So it is a win-win situation, and I think that it was very wise and right move to join the BRICS, and we will see the good effects of this move. I mean, we've started to see it, but we will see more and more in the very near future.
Yes. Sir, that would bring me to ask, to what extent we are waiting to witness tangible results for our joining of the BRICS on the economic and developmental levels?
It will come. I think sooner than we expect, especially after some measures that have been taken by the United States to impose some tariffs and customs for countries dealing with it. So this will give us, again, a big opportunity to come in and work on behalf of the countries that are paying high taxes. Yes. It is a golden opportunity. Being in the BRICS, I think, will make it easier and quicker for us to move. So I think that very, very soon, and I'm talking months before we see the effectiveness of joining this grouping, and it will have a very positive impact, I'm sure, on the Egyptian economy.
Yes, also the Prime Minister raised the issue of Gaza and how it is the most pressing crisis in the world now. What was the importance of raising such an issue during the BRICS summit, sir?
Well, BRICS, as I said, represent almost 50%, if not more, of the population of the world. And it is very important to build a worldwide consensus about the situation in Gaza, about the oppression that the Palestinians are facing, and it is important to create this front and to work something against what is happening by Israel. So being in such places, it spreads our point of view, which is accepted and adopted by most of the world now, but it's always important to remind them that this crisis is still there, and it should never be forgotten until it is rightfully solved.
Yes. Sir, what is the importance of Egypt aligning with countries like Brazil, like China, and the other BRICS countries, South Africa, on the political and economic levels?
Beautiful. I mean, we're talking China. China is not the biggest, it's the second biggest economic force in the world. Brazil, again, is moving up, and it represents, again, the biggest in South America. Russia, I'm not talking about Russia. Russia has always been a huge, India. I mean, all the South Africa, I mean, all the countries that are members in the BRICS are very big countries that can offer us know-how, that can offer us facilities, that can offer us technology, and we need such things badly. It's important to exchange technology, to make use of their know-how in developing our country. So it is extremely important for us to join, which we did, and to keep continuously in the picture of what is happening and not miss a meeting, express ourselves and make use of, as I said, the benefits that exist in 5 or 6 or 7 or maybe more of the biggest economies in the world.
Indeed. Dr. Rauf Gaafar, our economic expert, thank you so much, sir, for your precious input. And Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli on Monday asserted that the summit of the BRICS emerging economies in Brazil comes at a time when the world is witnessing complex crises and challenges amid a remarkable degradation in the multilateral action and in international order efficiency. The Prime Minister was addressing a session on boosting multilateralism as part of his participation of the two-day summit on behalf of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi.
Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli on Monday asserted that 17th BRICS summit in Brazil comes at a time